I crossed over into starting to instruct, but at 14 very seriously, okay? So, first of all, again, thank you for being here tonight. If you know me well, you know that I never write my speeches, so this has to be important. Tonight I have an announcement to make that'll come as a surprise to some, and to others, you may have already predicted this being on the horizon. You will have to excuse me as I can't promise that I won't be emotional. This past year and a half has been challenging, exciting, full of change, and especially eye-opening for Mr. Kitzerow and myself. Concord experienced the largest growth ever in the beginning of 2020. To say we were excited about that would be a massive understatement. Then March came, and it was a little bit of a kick to the gut, as I'm sure you can imagine. Concord saw a huge drop in students, and we were financially in an uncertain place as a business. This gave us a scare, and we did worry about the future of Concord. But we knew we had to keep fighting just as we had been for the last 4 years to reach the vision we had for Concord Martial Arts. Amazingly enough, we were able to climb the ladder once again, and as you see these students sit on the stage right here, I think that's quite apparent. That would not have been possible without the loyalty and support of our students and their families. So we cannot put into words just how truly appreciated each and every one of you are. Knowing your families and working with your families is the greatest gift ever. It is our joy in life to teach martial arts and positively impact our community. You guys provide that opportunity to us each and every day. It was only a month after reopening our doors after the shutdown that we found out we would be expecting our 4th child. Our family experienced a huge change with that arrival, and it's been an immense blessing. For the first time since owning our business and having children, I was able to physically step away for 4 full weeks. Thanks to our incredible team, so I can't thank these guys enough for the backup that they provided. They were incredible and stepped up in every moment I needed them. During this time, I did a lot of self-reflecting and soul-searching. We can all agree that homeschooling 3 children, caring for a newborn, recovering from childbirth, and operating a business sounds less than fun. In fact, it sounds insane, and it truly was insane. We came to a difficult realization that our students were not being best served at that time. But truthfully, I realized it was not just at that time, it was prior to that as well. Our family was also not being best served, and we have spent many years knowing that we would have to sacrifice time for our family in order to make our dream and vision true for Concord. But at the 5-year mark, we had to commit ourselves to really looking at this in every aspect and at every angle. We have to do what's right for our students, always. Our students are first. We also have to do what's right for our family. We have absolutely no regrets about the steps that we've taken. We have absolutely no regrets about the leap we took to be the owners of Concord. It has been our dream since we were children, but of course, we became concerned about our abilities to best serve our students as well as make time for our own children and allow them to have experiences such as being in martial arts or simply going to soccer or swim lessons. We have faced the harsh reality that we are no longer truly what's best for Concord as the leaders and owners. But instead, we know exactly who is and who would put 100% effort, time, and care into the students here without hesitation. We just so happen to have a solution for our family and for our Concord family that allows us to step down as the owners, but remain 100% involved. Mr. Husain, if you can come to the front, sir. This is Mr. Husain. If you have not seen him, that is surprising. He lives at the karate school. We love this guy. Mr. Husain is now the proud new owner of Concord Martial Arts. For those of you who may not know him, he's truly a gift to Concord. Yeah, we can clap. I'm excited. Mr. Husain has actually been with us since the beginning. It was really a wild experience that he walked in the door one day. We didn't know who he was, where he was from. He just walked in and he's like, "Hi, I don't need you to teach me, I just need some mats." Okay, and we quickly realized who he was, what he was about, and where he has been. So he has been with us since the beginning, gracing us with his many years of knowledge, expert training, world champion level credentials, and awesome nerdiness. We truly believe that we were meant to hold this place for Mr. Husain. This was never the plan. I truly never ever saw this for us. I thought I would be an old lady complaining about my hips teaching round kicks, to be truthful. But I do feel that this is actually what was meant to be. This is what the universe intended. I know that he will be able to provide top-notch education for our students, all while maintaining and upholding the philosophy behind our family-oriented facility. This is truly the hardest decision we've ever made. As I'm sure you can imagine, most of you know quite how invested I am in this. But we find great comfort, and I think that's why I'm able to hold it together in having Mr. Husain be the one stepping in. I cannot create a better fit. Truthfully, who's standing in front of you here is the person who belongs in this seat of owner of Conquer. We are incredibly excited. We know that he will put our families first and move towards all the visions that we've ever had, and then some, but we were unable to execute. All of this being said, there are great changes coming to Conquer. Mr. Husain has allowed us to be a big part of the process as this transition happens into his ownership position. We plan to be part of this transition for a while to come here. We do not plan on running away or going anywhere. If we're being honest, martial arts is who we are, and we never plan to be out of the picture unless he forces us out because we get weird or something. Mr. Husain has amazing ideas for Conquer, and we cannot wait to make them happen alongside of him. We know under his direction that our students, staff, and families will thrive. Mr. Husain is family to us, and we can't wait to watch him create the dream he's had since 6th grade himself. I know that many of you will have questions, and I invite you to speak with us at any time. Grab us tonight if you like. We truly are open books. We want to make sure that everyone is confident and comfortable moving forward. This is an extremely positive step in the right direction. We know that, but we also understand that for anyone who's been used to us for years, this is going to come as a little bit of like a, whoa, are you sure? I'm 100% sure. You are in incredible hands, and he's got a great team behind him as well. But that's enough for me. I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Husain, who's been dying to let the cat out of the bag. Sir.
Thank you. I'm not much of a public speaker, so bear with me. You able to hear me? I also kind of talk quiet. I had written something as well. First of all, I have to thank both Bailey and Dylan for this awesome opportunity. Like she said, this is something I've always dreamed of doing since I was a kid. Not only for the opportunity, but for, like she said, welcoming me into the family. When I just walked in out of nowhere and it was just like, hey, I do karate, I want somewhere to practice. That actually was how that conversation went down. Also, I have to thank her for, or both of them actually, for building Conquer to what it is today. We wouldn't be in this position where we are without them. So truly, thank you to both of you guys. A little bit about me, if you don't know me. Again, I'm Jeremy Husain. I started martial arts when I was 6 years old. So it's been 24 years. I've been teaching for 17 of those years, the last 5 of which have been here at Conquer pretty much since Conquer opened their doors. Throughout my years of training, I've done, probably not exaggerating to say, a couple hundreds of tournaments. I've represented a number of schools, a number of different national level competition teams, such as Team Sharky, Team AK of the American Karate Association, and Team Infinity as well. I used to practice over the summers 10 hours a day, all summer, so karate is something I've lived and breathed for a long time. Then in 2009, I think, 2008. When I was 17, I won a national championship with one of those teams. My plaque's somewhere hanging on the wall at Conquer. So tournaments, competition, that kind of stuff is very, very important to me. One of my visions for Conquer is to get, more tournament exposure, more, experience on that kind of level, doing stuff like the demos, like that Team Conquer does. I want to build, our base of students that are, interested in doing that kind of stuff. There are many different avenues to explore with martial arts that are above and beyond just the things that we offer in class. There's so much that martial arts can offer to everyone. Even if tournaments aren't your thing, obviously martial arts can offer something to everyone, whether it's, discipline, athletic skills, self-defense, confidence, perseverance, all that kind of stuff. It's all, pretty, it all comes with martial arts, so it's not just tournaments. That's just kind of my background and what my main focus is, which is why I've been running the Team Conquer and the Sports Martial Arts Fundamentals classes. However, in order to achieve my vision, I will be making some changes. Obviously, I wouldn't still be here with Conquer Martial Arts if I didn't like what Conquer Martial Arts was doing. So I'm not burning everything to the ground and starting over. Mainly, my goal is to continue to further the growth and expand upon the ideas that we've already got. Some of the things you may have noticed already, because I actually took over ownership, 2 months ago?
July 1st.
Yeah, 2 months ago. So the addition of Saturday classes, the return of Mr. Powell, some of the new forms and curriculum that we've done. Woohoo! Yeah, hope you all like those. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. There'll be some more changes, like moving green belt back down to beginner is just something that aligns more with the way I'm building my curriculum. That's why that kind of move was made. So if you have questions about why some of that stuff happens, please let me know and I can answer those. Other things to look for, we're going to start running candidate training twice a year rather than once a year, just to give more opportunities for people to progress. I want a big focus on organization, so like for modules, like advance notice, so you'll know what kind of weapon you'll need, what kind of form you're going to need. We're setting up a pro shop, so there's always going to be t-shirts and weapons and gear that's always available for you, so you don't have to wait for a yearly order, that kind of thing. So I got a lot of ideas, a lot of things I want to do, so just be patient with me as I get those all going. I know change in general can be kind of concerning, so again, I'm planning on the next coming weeks spending more time in the office. So if you guys want to stop in, I'd love to meet you and your students. If I haven't already, get to know you, what your goals are for martial arts, or what you would like to see from Conquer Martial Arts going forward. Pretty much, I'm just really thankful for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to get to work. So, thank you.
All right, you guys. Exciting stuff happening, big stuff happening, but we're all starving. So, you guys are free. Carefully exit with your papers, head to mom and dad, and let's eat!